What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Make money with HRC. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a fantastic Friday. Before I even jump into the video, for everybody that's dealing with the whole corona situation, right? If you knew someone or know someone, or if you yourself is going through it, my heart goes out to you, and I hope that everybody is staying safe in some way, shape, or form. I just spoke with my grandma yesterday, and she told me that we had an uncle that passed away from corona, and I was speaking to my friend, I think the day before, or actually it might be the same day that I spoke to both people. I'm just like so exhausted with this week that she said that the person also passed away from corona. So I hope everybody's just out here being as safe as possible and doing what you got to do to make sure that you're staying safe by all means necessary right about now. The last video that I did, before that, what am I doing, right? Sheesh. Please subscribe, comment, like, share the video with a friend or foe, anybody right about now, that's looking for this information. The last video I did was how to be a good Forex trader, and yeah, disclaimers was all over the video. Not a pro trader. These are my thoughts and comments. XYZ. I think I broke everything down pretty well, but of course, Twitter being Twitter, people just being caught up in this whole coronavirus thing ain't got nothing better to do with their time. So I've had a few people hit me on Twitter telling me how iMarkets Live is not a scam, and they're always there step by step to help teach you. I'm glad that you had that one person that gave two craps about you and making sure that you learned what you were supposed to learn. But the experience that I've had and other people have had is, if you're not paying big bucks to continue to do a lot of things that they want you to do, you're really not, pushing them along. But I'm not gonna add to that. I said what I said. That's where we're at with that. And the other feedback that I got was, why do I hate the demo account? I don't hate the demo account. Again, I said I personally feel as if you have free money or extra money that that, hey, all your bills are taken care of and everything's good, and you could put it into an account after you've done your due diligence with just learning the fundamentals, learning the basics, and able to look at a chart and do a couple of things, and put some butter on your corn. I have no idea where that came from. I think I really want some corn. I've been craving corn. Clearly you could tell what my favorite fruit is. Veggie. The point is, if you have extra income that you're able to spare, or extra funds that you're able to spare, put it into a real account and then go ahead and trade. I just feel like it's a different experience. But again, that is my take on it because I've done these things. I feel as if I could get a demo account that lets me start it with $100, $200, $300, $500, I would be a lot more inclined to it, because then it's like, okay, this matches my speed. But most of the demo accounts that I've seen, it's 3,000, 1,000, if I'm not mistaken, probably 10,000. Like it's numbers that right now I don't have that to start an account with. And I mean, yes, it's good for me to practice and do all these other things on it, but I'll also like for it to be somewhat realistic. That's just me. So that's all my rant on the old video and everything else that's taking place. I always make notes, right? But I never actually use the notes, which I don't know what's the point of my notes anymore. But today I'm going to touch on three things. Leverage and fundamental and I actually need it. Fundamental and technical analysis, and also what makes a good broker, or how to choose a good broker from my point of view. All right. Now, and another question that I got was, when was the last time I trade? Last time I trade was back in like February. Yeah, somewhere in there. Back in like February. I did for about like 2 weeks. But this is normally where somebody screams corona. All right, I'm gonna but yeah, no, that's literally what's been going on like all day today. Every time I've coughed, they're like, oh my god, you got corona. But look at me trying to get all comfy and stuff. Sheesh. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. So first thing is the leverage, right? Now, when you set up your accounts, you want to go ahead and make sure that you are choosing a leverage that's going to work for you, a leverage that's not going to cause you to blow your account. So we spoke about lot sizes the last time, and how you should pretty much gauge your lots. So for example, if you had an account that has $100 in it, you want your lot size or your capital, you want to do like a 0.01 lot size or a 0.05 lot size, to make sure that you're not losing a lot of money. And then from there, you want to make sure that you have a good risk on your account. So I told you that my risk is 2%. Depending on how I'm trading, I might bring it down to 1%. Once I've hit that level, I'm closing out the trade because I don't want to lose any more money. So all these things playing a factor when you trade. It's it's like, for you to make money in the Forex, you need a big capital, right? And the big capital is going to help you to make a significant amount of money. Now, with that being said, you need leverage to trade Forex. Like, unless you just have a lot of just plain money or funds that that you could just go ahead and put into the market, and you're a real big stepper and you could just make moves, then that's great. But if not, you need leverage to trade the Forex, and the brokers are the ones that lend you the money, so you're able to go ahead and place your orders and you're able to place it with money that technically you don't have. All right, now every broker is going to give you a different leverage. Once you decide that you're going to choose a broker, you would then choose a leverage that's going to work for you. Okay, now if it's like a 1-to-1 leverage, that basically means that the broker is not giving you any kind of funds or any kind of back-end. So you definitely want to make sure that you check to see what it is that that the broker has, that they're going to be able to how you want to be able to make sure that the broker is able to help you with the leverage that you're looking for. So to start off, I'll definitely say the 1-to-100 or 1-to-200. Those are actually really good leverages to to trade in. All right, now keep in mind, if you lose money, because leverage is a really good thing, but then leverage could be a really bad thing. Leverage gives you, again, the capital that you need to trade, but the flip side to that is leverage is also the same thing that will cause you to lose money that would technically go back to the broker. So let's say you had an account that had $100 in there, and you had a 1-to-100 leverage. Hypothetically, it goes up 50 pips, you've gained the 50 pips. You lose 50 pips, and here it is now, you've blown the account, and that money that you had in the account is now to the broker. So technically, the only person that's not really taking a risk when you really think about it is the brokers, because if you're losing money, then of course your broker's gaining the money. So that is that's something that you definitely want to look into before you go ahead and choose a super high leverage. Okay, next is, what do I have here? Fundamental and analysis. Fundamental analysis and technical analysis. So your technical analysis is going to be the study of your price, your volume, right? And it's basically you looking at the chart and saying, okay, well, you know what, price is going to go up, price is going to go down. And you're basically finding ways to, basically enter the market either on your high highs or your high lows. And you're basically trying to predict you're basically trying to predict the market and know where it is that the market's going to go, and hopefully it's in your favor. All right. So that is your technical analysis. Now, your fundamental analysis is basically everything else that affects the market. So like how we have the corona situation that's taking place, the simple fact of most of our borders are closed, unemployment rates, housing issues that might be taking place, the fact that we might be going into a recession, but then, it's kind of like 50-50. Some people are saying that we're not going to go into a recession. Some people are saying that we are. The bailout that we just had, all these things basically fall into the fundamental analysis of trading. So technically speaking, yes, you will be using both of these to basically, to help assist you in how you trade, or to help you assist in the currency that you'll be trading for that day. I use the fundamentals in the sense of when I get up, I'm checking the news just to see what's going on. Based on what's going on, I'm not trading that day. Or when I do trade, just to see, okay, well, this is what's taking place. All right, if anything's going on crazy in the US, or if no offense to anyone out there, but like if Trump is gonna speak, depending on what he's speaking on, I'm not gonna trade certain currencies during that time frame. So there's a lot of things that affects how the money might flow. So that's where your fundamentals will come in, to where it would actually help you. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times it's coming clutch to know what's taking place at what time frame. And also go ahead and I'll include the link for the Forex News website that gives you all that up-to-date information. Now, on your technical, of course, that is something that you are going to be able to develop over time with your skills, with you just, working on your skill set, studying the chart, and knowing your back test, knowing your strategy, knowing what works for you is going to help you become a really good technical analysis. Okay. Next, we have how to choose a good broker. So these are things that I look for when I choose a broker. The two brokers that I have right now, they're awesome. They're awesome. And I say that because I've had previous brokers where they were just out looking, they were basically looking out for themselves, where if I didn't trade all the time, I would get penalized. I think it was like a $10 fee for one, and then another broker was charging me like $5. So I didn't know that I was incurring these fees until when I would jump back in to trade, and now here it is. Oh, I'm sorry, you owe us, $150. Wait, why? Oh, you haven't traded in this amount of months, and because we have your account. Crazy. So these are things I'm going to go over that is that, at least to me, is how you would basically choose your broker to make sure that your broker is best for you. Now, if you don't know where the broker is, they're the ones that basically help you trade, in the sense of they place your buys and they place your sell orders for you. Okay. They're the ones that basically give you all the leverage also that you need to trade your buys and your sells. Now, when you're choosing your broker, I would say that there's about 5 things that you want to go ahead and look into, if they're regulated or unregulated. So the first set of brokers that I had was a referral that, my friends like, oh my God, use them because they give you a 1 to 500 leverage. And at the time, again, I was new to Forex, so I really didn't know much, but hey, 1 to 500 sounds good. And, within a couple of months, I had stopped trading for maybe like 4 or 5 months. Now here it is, I have a $60 a fee on the account that I've incurred because I'm not an active trader every day on their platform, which you don't know to really look for these things, especially when you're a new trader yourself. And especially if somebody doesn't tell you that, then it's like, oh, all right. So, hey, trust me, now you know. So you want to look out for that. You want to make sure that, when they're unregulated, they run the risk of being shut down. They're going to give you, all these different reasons. Their shutdown stories are kind of sketch, because the last two that I was dealing with, they end up stop having to work with the US. They are still open, they just can't work with the US. So for whatever they did, got them kicked out of working with the US. So, unregulated, that, hey, they could be shut down at any time. And at that point, you're stuck. Like, I lost $350 with this broker, and that was overnight, like literally overnight, closed. Oh, hey, and this is me hitting up customer support. Hey, so here's my account information, Oh, you're in America? Yeah. Oh, okay. So we closed. What do you mean you're closed? Like, I have three. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't give you that money. Told some story, and from there, the rest was history. And I think that's when I was just like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be trading for a while. And I just stopped trading because I had just lost $350 to absolutely nobody, right? So you want to make sure that they have some form of regulation that's taking place within their company. This way you don't have to worry about them being shady, and you don't run the risk of them shutting down. So regulated, unregulated. Your second option would be a good platform. You want to make sure that you have a broker that has a good platform. It's easy to use, it's easy to maneuver, easy to upload your funds, get into your trading account so you can start trading immediately. You want an easy broker. You don't want a broker that, you're sitting here smashing your head against out the window trying to figure out if you're coming or going. So definitely get an easy broker, or a broker that has an easy platform. I'm sorry. So that's number 2. Number 3, you want a broker that has good leverage. Okay. Now, you don't want a crazy leverage like 1 to 1,000 or anything crazy like that, but you want a broker that's going to have good leverage and have, your best interest at hand. So that way you're able to make money while they're able to also make money. Okay. Number 4, fees. Fees will kick your butt. And when I say they'll kick your butt, some brokers have fees for everything. Like my unregulated broker, no lie, I was literally making, when I would do my trades, because I'd open multiple trades. So by the time my trades close out, I would probably make like anywhere from $50 to $150 anytime I trade. And, my fees would be crazy. But of course, back then, I'm not really looking into certain things because in my head, I'm like, oh, crap, my trade just worked. Because why? I know that I don't have a good, I didn't have a good technical structure to say, okay, well, duh, of course it's going to work. Like, no, I was on the, oh snap, like damn, that actually went through. Like I was surprising myself that I was actually out here doing the damn thing and making money moves. So yeah, that was great until I saw how much the broker took out, and I was like, ooh, I'm like out here breaking even. Like every day I was pretty much breaking even because of how much my fees and everything else like that would add up. So you definitely want to look into the fees that comes along with the brokers. All right. And of course, the last one is support. You want to get a broker that has awesome technical support. Regardless if it's chat, email, their support has to be hands down, like top notch when it comes to certain things. Like the Hugo's Way and KOT, their support, phenomenal. I promise you. Like, I could ask the simplest questions, and within 5 to 10 minutes, I have a response. And it could be about whatever it is that I ask. Sometimes I've asked questions where they've gone out their way to find me the document. I don't know if that's what they're supposed to do on a regular basis, but you know, they will literally go out their way to find me the document, send me the document, and say, oh, hey, you know, does this work for you? So you want to be sure to just get a broker that has awesome technical support skills, because that's going to help you a long way if you were to ever have any problems. I'm so tongue-tied today. Like, I'm exhausted, y'all. So those are literally my takes on my takes. Promise you, I'm going to sleep after this. But these are the things that, you know, I believe are just things that would make your broker a well-rounded broker, at least just to start off. All right, so I will catch y'all in another video and another day and another time. Ain't no sun out right now. I normally like to do videos when I got a little bit of light contrast, but then I think I really like this light too. I don't know, but hope everybody have a good rest of the week. Like, it's Friday, normally people will be out turning up and everybody's like quarantined in. So if you guys, also quick recommendation, if you haven't already, watch Servant. I think that's what it's called, but it's on Apple TV, and I have to say I'm so mind blown right now that I don't even know what's going on. And I've literally made it, I think, to like almost the last episode, and I'm like, damn, am I gonna have to rewatch this whole entire thing to figure out what's going on right now? So yeah, just watch Servant. Let me know what you think about it. I'm gonna have all the time slots and a link to Baby Pips and to the Forex news website that I use, all in the bio down low. So again, we're out, or who's, you know what, I'm done. Y'all have a fantastic weekend, be safe, and I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.